They say this is the city that never sleeps. Well, rest assured, they ain't sleeping tonight, with 42 race cars rumbling down their streets. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are in New York City, and this is a street course. Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. New York City plays home to race number 21 for the Pepsi Racing Series. I don't know why I said it like that. The Pepsi Next 300. You see the skyline up ahead in the distance. We race around New York's city streets, and hopefully there won't be congestions like they normally are in Times Square, but this should be a very, very fun and exciting race on this brand new racetrack for the PRS, New York, as Racer DSM sits on the pole. But look at what he's staring at out here in the grid. It's a beautiful view he has of this New York skyline as we get ready to roll off. Here's your starting lineup. Samuel Mills is the leader. Remember, this is a road course, so the starting lineup, the front row is inverted. So Samuel's the leader, Racer DSM. James Qualls, John Dillon, Mama Elias, Dougie Shears, Tim Watts, John Stewart, Randy Carpenter, and Jordan Davis. The top 10. Here's the rest of your starting lineup for today's Pepsi Next 400 from New York. Eric Burton starts dead last.
Drivers, start your engines.
There's the command to start the engines. We get ready to roll off the grid here in New York and get ready for some exciting action of this brand new racetrack. Here we go. Pace cars off, green flag, we're racing in New York. Samuel Mills got off to the excellent start. He takes the early lead. We lose him there through the buildings up ahead in our sky-high view here. Samuel Mills leading the way. He's built a pretty comfortable lead already as he roars down into the next turn. And off we go off the corner. Three wide racing, side-by-side racing, a lot of racing. Cautions out already. It looks like Charles Jackson got in some trouble. Caution is out on lap 1. That sucks. We have a caution this early, but oh, battle for the lead. James Qualls working around Samuel Mills and taking the lead. Or at least trying to here. Samuel hanging on for the moment. Oh, nope, he's going to slip up right here, and James Qualls might take it. Side by side through the corner, racing back to the line. James Qualls clears him. First lead change of the day, and we are under caution. Pace car will pick up the field. James Qualls leads the first ever lap in New York. Looks like everybody made it through the first lap without incident. Now hopefully we don't have an incident under caution. This is a very tight racetrack. Ooh, somebody slammed the barrier. Looks like there's Charles. He's the reason we're under caution. There's the pace car. And there's New York in the background. Alright folks, let's take a look at why we're under caution. Charles Jackson might have had a little adventure here. Let's take a look at it. Lap 1, turn 2. That's how far as Charles Jackson got today. And we might just have a little start of a rivalry here today in New York. Watch this. Charles Jackson, the 14, he's in the middle of a really big pack here at the start of the race. He's going to get a little help from the 24 right there. Turns him into the catch fence. 25 gets a piece of it. Marshall Rich turning the 14 car around, causing the caution to come out for the first time. Right there. No doubt about it. He turned him, and very hard into the fence he went. Might be a start of a rivalry here between that 24 and the 14. So now we just saw what happened. Let's get back to racing. Well, let's take a look at the pass for the lead here. As James Qualls worked to catch Samuel Mills. He got a very good run and then sneaks to his outside. And they're going to be side by side here for the next few moments. So he's going to get a run here on the high lane. Now he's back to his inside as they enter this corner. We're going to lose him real quick behind this building. And then James gets the run. Samuel gets the run right here. But then he gets the big run coming off the corner and clears him right there. And then right back to the line, new leader, James Qualls. Let's get to the restart as James Qualls is the leader. We had an early caution. Charles Jackson getting turned into the wall. Well, under caution here, Marshall Rich has been given a penalty for aggressive driving. He's bringing his car into pit road right here. He's going to serve his penalty. I believe it's just a little quick and stop and go. But that'll cause him to lose his position. He's going to restart at the back. There you have it right there. He's serving his penalty and he's going to be away in a few seconds here. Now off he went there. So 24 serving his penalty for wrecking that 14 car on lap 1. Tough break there. Looks like we had somebody running in the back of somebody here. The 09's got damaged. He might have ran in the back of someone. That's going to happen, folks, here at this racetrack. Under caution, they tend to get into the back of each other just a little bit. 24, though, that's a pretty big penalty. I believe this is the first time we've seen a penalty like that during the race. So, now that I just decided to show that penalty, we'll be right back now, for sure, with the restart. James Qualls, the leader. Alright, we get set for the restart here on lap, I believe it's going to be 6 of 15. We got a few cars running into the back of each other under caution, notably John Dillon running 5th. Somebody ran into the back of him, probably John Stewart. And then you see the 20 there, he has back end damage. As somebody ran into the back of him. Barney Ward also has a little bit of damage. Aaron Williams has damage. Wes Riddle. Really bumper carts out here. Guys, and you see the 12 car there with damage. Bumper carts out here. Guys running into the back of each other a lot. Under caution, it just tends to happen. So we get set for the restart. There's our helicopter getting lost in between all these buildings in New York. Very hard to get a good camera angle on things. Oh, field bunches up there. See a few cars had to pull out of the line to avoid running into the back of each other. Pace cars in. Here we go. Back underway, lap 6 of 15 in New York. Qualls leads them down to the turn 1. We look for any more action. Remember, turn 2 is where we had that crash between the 14 and the 24. 14 got a penalty for it. Looks like we're all good for the first few corners. Qualls, for the moment, pulling away with the lead. Samuel Mills up to second. Racer DSM around him for second now. Well, that was a big move there. And Racer DSM getting the big run on James Qualls here. See if he can make a move on him as we go uphill here, then downhill, then back uphill. It's just crazy elevation here in New York. And very interesting racetrack. Mohamed Elias, the winner from Papyrus, is up to third. Looks like James is going to hang on and lead this lap. If he can hang on through this corner here. Looks like he's going to do just that. Racer DSM's got a run on him. Might set him up for turn 1. Indeed he is. Racer DSM, new leader here into turn 1. So we make it a lap around this racetrack with no crashes or incidents. It's a miracle. It's a very difficult racetrack. Lots of turning, lots of left and right, uphill, downhill, shifting, downshifting. It's very tough on these drivers. Racer DSM pulls away just a little bit. Now we got a battle going on for second. Mohamed Elias working on James. We got a little back gap separating them from Samuel Mills and Don Dillon. Then you got Tim Walsh, Jeffrey Finguy, Jordan Davis, and John Stewart rounding out the top 10. They go uphill here into this corner, very quick corner there. Quick left and back onto the straight, then a quick left again, another quick left. Racer DSM hanging on to the lead. We got a pretty comfortable gap. We got a battle for second here coming off this corner. Side by side, Qualls and Mohamed Elias. Mohamed Elias moving up to second. Looks like Mohamed Elias is pretty good at this road course thing. Whoa, that's the 09 coming off of pit road. Boy, man, he really came out of there flying and just about took out Mom and Elias and James Qualls there. I mean, he wasn't playing. He really rocketed off pit road, trying to blend in back with the field and almost caused a crash. That would have been bad. Look at that. Look at, I mean, Daniel Pope. His car is wrecked, and he's battling for the lead, even though it's technically not for position. He's battling Racer DSM. That's allowed Mom and Elias to close in on Racer DSM here. Remember, Culp, he ran into the back of someone under caution, so he had to come into pit road for repairs, and now he's up there trying to get his lap back, and Mom and Elias is up there second. Racer DSM is the leader in the 11. They come through that corner. Culp is still battling hard, trying to get his lap back. It looks like he's going to give up here and let Mom and Elias go on by. Or is he? Let's see here. It looks like... yeah, it looks like he gave in and let these guys go here. Let them battle for the lead. He's going up through the field here. A lot of battling going on. Up in the top 10 we go right here. Dougie Shears, John Stewart, Jeffrey Credguy, Jordan Davis, Tim Walsh, Samuel Mills, John Dillon, James Qualls, Mom and Elias battling for the lead with Racer DSM. Looking for 2 in a row, Mom and Elias is here today in New York. They come at you here. Look at Mom and Elias getting the run on the high side and the help from James Qualls. Oh, got a little loose there. Gonna have to regroup. Try again. Oh, he slipped up. That allowed James Qualls to get underneath him. Looks like he might shut the door. No, what a run by the 21 that time to get to his outside. Now the 43. Now he might slam the door on him. Oh, not quite. The 21 is still there. 43. Oh, with a big run, Mom and Elias. Wow, huge run coming out of that corner. He might just set up Racer DSM for this first corner. Battling for the lead. He's got a big run on the outside and clears him on the high side. Wow. Impressive there for Mom and Elias. Back to the lead, back where he left off at Papyrus, up front. John Dillon now working on third place there. Move up through the field. Got a lot of guys with back end damage from running into the back of each other. Like I said, it happens a lot at this racetrack. We go ahead on our view up there. Here's Ryan Daniels in the 6th, 18th. And there's 17th, Chris Dollerton. We continue to work our way up through this field. For some reason I'm lagging real bad. Let me pause real quick and continue. What the hell's going on with this lagging? Really annoying. Anyways, work our way back up the field here. Hopefully the lagging stops. Where Mom and Elias has built a pretty big lead. Looks like the lagging has stopped a little bit. Mom and Elias has built a pretty big lead on now second place James Qualls as he went around Racer DSM. Racer DSM falls back to third. John Dillon fourth, looking for third on Racer DSM here. Might just get it this time. Oh, gonna go break him. Trying to outbreak him. Oh, he's got it. So John Dillon up to third now in the 4 machine. Because I'm still lagging. I'll try to fix this lagging issue real quick, so I'll be right back. Oh, wait. Let's take a look at this battle for the lead if we can. James Qualls going around Mom and Elias here for the lead. Oh, it looks like the lagging has stopped. James Qualls to the lead. Impressive stuff right there by James as he just went around Mom and Elias. Usually that isn't a corner where you see a lot of passing, but you just saw passing there. Battle for the lead, not battle for the lead, battle for third. Racer DSM trying to take it back from John Dillon. John Dillon hangs on to it there as he got the big run coming out of this corner. Yes, he did, and he's going to try to get second from Mom and Elias. And he's going to get it, too. Here comes Samuel Mills as well. Oh, is he going to get it? Can't quite close the door on him. Mom and Elias fighting back on the high side. Now on the low side as we make the right-hand turn. John Dillon's still trying to get by. He's got the run and clears him right there. So second place, John Dillon now. And now I got a battle for third. Mount Elias trying not to lose that one to Samuel Mills. He's able to keep it. Balls up front, hanging on to the lead. Racer DSM, rounding out your top 5. Tim Waltz in 6. Now James has a pretty big lead. We'll see if he can keep it. John Dillon's closing in on him pretty quickly. And John Dillon's eating away little by little at that gap. You see him really close it that time. See how much he can close it through this corner right here. Usually this is where the leaders, or the second place, gets a really big run. And that's exactly what John Dillon just got. Inside for the lead in turn 1. New leader, John Dillon, if he can hang on. Yep. Oh, maybe not. Ball's back on the outside with a run. John Dillon, can he shut the door? Not quite. He's back inside of him. Through this corner. Now he shuts the door on him. Maybe. Yes, he does. New leader, John Dillon. In the 4. Now we got a battle for second. Qualls and Mount Elias going at it. These two have been back and forth for the lead all day long, and now they're second and third here on lap 13 of 15 in New York. We've had one caution. That was lap 1, Dax Calabunde getting turned by Marshall Rich. He's retired out of the race, and Marshall Rich had got a penalty, and he's way back in the field. Looks like James is able to hang on to second. We go up through the fields. Show you where everybody's running at, just in case you were wondering. And up in the top 10 we go. Looks like Logan Ryan, Jeffrey Finguy, Dougie Shears, Jordan Davis, John Stewart, Tim Waltz going at it. Racer DSM, Samuel Mills. Battle for the lead, Mount Elias. Oh, now actually no, the lead already exchanged. James Qualls back to the point with 2 laps to go. I don't even realize it. Now it's Mount Elias going for a second on John Stewart here. Not quite gonna maybe get it. Oh, he's got to run. Can he hang on to it through the corner? Yes, he is. He closes the door on John Stewart. Now the battle's for third between Samuel Mills and John Dillon, but John Dillon's coming back with a run. And around he goes. Second place, John Dillon now. So just when I thought Mount Elias had second place, John Dillon came right back and took it, and now Mount Elias has lost that position as well to Samuel Mills. And about to lose maybe, I don't know what position this is, maybe it was just 4th, 5th, Racer DSM. Walls about to take the white flag here. The next, I believe it's this time around, right here. White flag in the air for James Qualls. 1 lap to go from New York. John Stewart a ways behind. Can he close the gap in 1 lap? Oh, Samuel Mills with the big run in that corner. He's going to try to take second away. He does. So Samuel Mills up to second. John Dillon back to third. And now they're still going at it. Samuel and John here for second. They keep battling side by side. They're going to just let the 21 car go. And he's just going to pull away with this win. And I'm sure that's not what they want. I'm lagging again. There goes. Like it stopped lagging. Samuel Mills up to second. There's the gap. And it's a pretty big one for Samuel Mills to make up in what's left of this race. And he's most likely not going to make it up. Looks like James is going to pull away with this one in New York. He just recently got his first career win at Charlotte, the YouTube 600. And now through the final corners, he's going to pick up the inaugural race win here today in New York. Final corner for James Qualls. Off the final corner, James Qualls is the inaugural winner of the Pepsi Next 400 from New York. What a win for him. Oh, I don't know if John Dillon came home second, but he definitely got a big run that time. Oh boy, it was super close at the line, wasn't it? For second at the line, Samuel Mills just beats out John Dillon for second. And I mean just barely beats him out. John Dillon really got the big run. Couldn't quite do much with it. Well, there you have it. From New York provides some great racing, and James Qualls walks away with the win. Samuel Mills, John Dillon, Racer DSM, Muhammad Elias is really strong at these road courses. Picks up the top 5 for a second race in a row. Tim Walsh, Jordan Davis, John Stewart, Dougie Shears, Jeffrey Finguy rounding out your top 10. Race 21 in the books, folks. And James Qualls is going back to victory lane. Here's the rest of your finishing order. Charles Jackson retired out of the race. Let's go celebrate now with the winner, James Qualls, as he has won it in New York for the first time. Or has won New York for a second time in his career. First time ever a winner here in New York for the PRS. Here comes James Qualls, about to do his burnouts and celebrate his big victory at the inaugural race in New York. And you can bet he's going to burn down the tires on that number 21 Motorcraft Quick Lane Ford Fusion for Wood Brothers Racing. Second career win, second win this season. And this puts him in very good shape to make the chase. He's doing some pretty impressive burnouts too. Imagine win burnout of the year. He's still going with that burnout. My goodness. Can you say burnout of the year? Still going. Still going. Oh, that smoke he's putting up. And I think he's finally gonna call it quits, maybe? No, he's still going. Oh, yeah, now, well, it's no fun if you don't do it backwards now. He goes down pit lane backwards. Passes pit stall there. Now gets it turned around. In the right direction. And there he is, the start-finish line now, going past that. That's an electrical pole. Past the fountain there. We're gonna do some more burnouts, maybe. Oh yeah, why not? Let's do some more burnouts at the entrance to pit road. He is really burning the tires down on that 21 machine. Gonna need some more Goodyear Eagles after this one. I think he's heading our way now. I can't see him, but he's doing it backwards. Yep. And now gets it turned around, it looks like. And, oh, wow, look at that. That's an awesome burnout there. More burnouts at the start-finish line. And finally, he's going to put it to rest. I love New York. There's a flag stand that says I love New York there. And New York, I bet you James Qualls loves New York now. It's been very kind to him today. He's the winner, folks. Live from New York. James Qualls is the winner. Join us for race 22. We're going to 349, the Taco Bell 350. The last road course of the season. And race 22 of the season is now. We're 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 5 races away from the cutoff to the chase. And this win here for James Qualls puts him in great position to make the chase. Join us, folks, from 349, Taco Bell 350, race number 23. Wait, not race 23, excuse me, it's race 22 of the season, 349.